Good evening, everyone. I'm Dean Saracini here to bring you today's live stream. Today we have Calvert Hall Cardinals facing the Loyola Dons. Of course, Calvert Hall is now 2-0 to start off the season with a win against Archbishop Spalding and St. Paul's already. And of course, we have the first Hall Night Long today, as we will have a very big student section here for both Calvert Hall and Loyola to cheer on their teams. once again, welcome to today's live stream. I'm Dean Saracini here to call the game along with Mr. Michael Clark tonight. Before the game, that should start around approximately 7 o'clock p.m., we will have a couple pregame festivities along with the starting lineups and the national anthem.
What is it? What's the code? Transchritt. Cole Hendricks, Luke Briggs, Pat Milmo, Ben Gallagher, Brandon Hurt, Matt Lala, Seth Analaha, John Peterson, Alex Reed, Iggy Ruzzi. Natans, Bernard, Corona, Benjamin Vendetta, Nick Long, Ben Bender, Sean Barwick, Bobby Wells, Cam Oren, and Jake Sodder. Here we go, boys. You ready? Here we go, boys.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Calvert Hall College High School in the Paul Angelo Russo Stadium at Kelly Field. Tonight's game is between the Loyola Dons and your Calvert Hall Cardinals. Calvert Hall promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you. Smoking and the consumption of alcohol are prohibited on the college campus of Calvert Hall College High School. We thank you for your cooperation.
Sully, music is going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
At this time, please direct your attention to midfield for the introduction of tonight's teams. The visiting Loyola Dons and your 2016 MIAA Conference A champion varsity soccer, the Calvert Hall Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Loyola Dons, a junior, number 12, Luke Briggs. A junior, number 1, Pat Milmo. A junior, number 8, Ben Gallagher. A senior, number 2, Brandon Hurt. A junior, number 14, Matt Lala. A senior number 3, Seth Analaha. A junior number 19, John Peterson. A senior number 7, Alex Reed. A junior number 11, Biggie Ruzzi. A junior number 21, Massimo Schranchet. And a junior number 6, Cole Hendricks. And now, this is the starting lineup for your Calvert Hall Cardinals. In goal, a junior number 40, Spencer Nattens. A senior midfielder number 3, Kyler Barnard. A junior defenseman number 4, Dom Corona. A senior defenseman number 7, Nick Benjamin. A senior midfielder number 8, Joe Vendetta. A sophomore defenseman number 9, Nick Long. Sophomore midfielder number 10, Ben Bender. Sophomore forward number 11, Sean Barwick. Junior defenseman number 13, Bobby Wells. A junior midfielder number 15, Cam Oren. And the senior midfielder number 22, the captain, Jake Sadek. The assistant coaches for Calvert Hall are Nino Mangino and Matt Little. The Cardinals head coach is Rich Zinkamp. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and celebrate its freedom and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
And welcome to the broadcast. 50 seconds remaining until kickoff. I am Mr. Michael Clark, joined by Dean Saracini, the famous commentary host here at Calvert Hall, joined by Miss Werner and Alec Jera, the cameraman, who we could not do anything without. Isn't that right, Dean?
I agree completely. How you doing, Mr. Clark?
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful night here. Great starting lineups, little pyrotechnics to start this first Hall night long, and nothing better than Calvert Hall Loyola on a Friday night.
I agree. I cannot wait to see how this game turns out. But of course, I'm hoping for a big Calvert Hall win.
I would agree with you, and we look forward to it. Kickoff, like we said, in about 30 seconds. What are you looking for tonight here, Dean?
Well, of course, after we went 2-0 now, after the win on Wednesday against Spalding, I'm hoping to keep the win streak going into next week with some nice play, of course, from Jake Saldek and some of the other seniors, and hopefully we can get some more goals and get another win out there.
Yeah, I think each game, we talked about it in the last home game broadcast, I think each game with this unit, they're going to get more and more comfortable with one another, the young guys, with the seniors, the experience on this team. Natton's in goal has been strong in these first opening games. I think as soon as they get some really great wing play, as they get more comfortable up and down the field, you are going to see some Calvert Hall soccer that you saw flashes of last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield for your first half kickoff. Enjoy tonight's game.
So a couple changes for tonight in Calvert Hall's starting lineup from last week. Bobby Wells goes in at center back as Nick Long moves out to the outside left, and Kyler Barnard moves up to left mid, and James Garfing comes out.
And we are underway, 40 minutes on the clock. And Loyola goes all the way back to the keeper and kicks it out immediately. Calvert Hall's going to need to get pressure early. Sean Barwick did it last week in the home opener as he put pressure on right there, forcing the keeper to go right out of play with it. So Calvert Hall will begin in the attacking third. A little too much on that from Ben Bender. Goes out of play for a Loyola throw.
It's a nice look, though, but he had a chance to settle and turn and look for a pass across the field.
Yeah, definitely looking at first touch tonight. These changes, like you mentioned, by Coach Zinkhand. Sodak still controls the middle of the field. Had an outstanding outing in his last. And again, that pressure from Barwick, I think, going to be crucial tonight on the Loyola defense. Referee has it out of bounds. And it'll be a Hall throw-in.
Peterson ends up kicking it out for Loyola and giving Calvert Hall another throw-in right there.
Looking to get Calvert Hall on the board early. If they can strike early, they played really good soccer in the second half of that last home game. Whereas last year when they got the lead, they played a touch defensively, and that might be a handball. Referee to no avail. Sodak begging for one. It won't get it, but nonetheless, it's a Calvert Hall throw in the attacking third. Calvert Hall did real well last year on long throw-ins. Had a lot of set pieces. And Loyola can't seem to get the ball on the ground or out of the third. And just as we say that, Loyola has themselves their first touch in Calvert Hall's end of the field.
Of course, Mr. Clark, you know what it's going to be a really big support for both these teams right now is the crowds on the side. We have a lot of fans from both teams, especially from Calvert Hall with the Hall Night Long tonight. So hopefully they can play a part in Calvert Hall's hopeful win.
Totally agree. And the theme tonight, USA. A lot of the guys dressed in red, white, and blue, matching Calvert Hall's red and white home uniforms.
Alex Reed down the sideline.
Yeah. And that'll go out for a Loyola throw. Dangerous area here, and Calvert Hall gets it out. Natton screams to get up, and Barwick right on the ball there.
Benjamin tries to clear it out of play.
And Calvert Hall finally gets a handball that they've been begging for from the referee.
Seth Onalaha is not letting Cam Oren get the kickoff.
You're seeing it early already from Sean Barwick, the sophomore. JV Cards won 5-0 today. Good day for Loyola soccer. And we'll see if we can bring you any football updates during the broadcast. Football is away at Wise this evening. They've started their 2017 campaign 2-0. Barwick in pursuit here.
Nice interception by Benjamin.
And that all is Barwick, Dean. You know, he's forcing the defender to make a really bad decision. And the Loyola Don just kicks it out of bounds to the liking of the Calvert Hall faithful. What are your thoughts on this rivalry, Dean, being a junior that you are?
Well, of course, I've been growing up a Calvert Hall fan all my life, so I've been used to going to a lot of turkey bowls and a lot of Calvert Hall Loyola soccer games. So I always know it's very energetic, very strong, physical game, and I'm expecting to see another one here tonight.
Couldn't agree more.
Nice header win by Camden Oren. And now Saudek goes down the sideline.
I think the middle of the field is going to be crucial tonight, Dean. I think Jake's going to have to do a really nice job controlling the midfield. I think Kyler Barnard plays a crucial role there on that left side. And like you said, the insert of Bobby Wells. Here's Vendetta up the sideline. He takes a great first touch, and he's inside. This is an unbelievable. Barwick tried to touch, and a goal!
With 34:54 left to go in quarter half number one. Calvert Hall goal is scored by sophomore number 11, Sean Barwick.
And not a good sign from the Hall. Saudek goes to the sideline limping. And the insertion for the Hall is going to be
James Garfink.
James Garfink. Started last game.
Hopefully he's not something with that knee after the injury he suffered last spring.
Coming into the game, sophomore number 30, James Garfink. He replaces Jake Saudek.
Just as we said, Dean, Calvert Hall strikes first with the opening goal in the opening 6-minute mark. And I think what's going to be crucial is these next 5 minutes. How do they respond? Do they continue to pressure high with Barwick? I don't know if he knows any other way. But that pressure he put on right there to force the turnover, Benjamin gets it immediately to Vendetta, who's got a great first touch upward. Got into the defense, put it right on the foot of Barwick, who touched it home.
Brandon Hurt looks for a throw, but it's headed away by Benjamin. It's out for another Loyola throw. Nice move by Corona to let it out and leave it for a goal kick for
Great
Spencer
move.
Nance.
I thought he was going to touch that, try to kick it up out of bounds. He saw that the Loyola defender, the offender was not in position, in pursuit, and wisely allowed that to go out for a goal kick. Nattens plays it short, something we didn't see the other day, Dean. We thought that play was definitely open for the Hall. Nice way to keep possession. And that's going to go for a Calvert Hall throw.
Looks like Saudek's getting checked out on the sidelines right now. Hope he comes back on soon.
Yeah, not a good sign for the Hall. It's also just not a good sign for Jake. He's worked so hard to get back from that ACL injury. And we're going to hope that it's just maybe a tweak or maybe something else and not a re-injury of that knee. Loyola struggling here, coming out in the opening minutes. They've played a lot in the air, Dean. Not a lot of possession.
I agree, but it's always hard to get around some of these defenders sometimes. They've been playing against each other for years. Maybe these guys know each other a little better to find the gaps that they're covering.
And this is where Barwick is dangerous, where he can get the ball and allow guys to get forward in support. Goes all the way back to Nattens, who will have his first punt of the evening. It's a good one. And again, you miss Jake Sodek in the middle of the field here, controlling the midfield.
Cole Hendricks clears it upfield.
Bobby Wells just goes out of bounds with it. Great header there. And it goes out of bounds.
It's a close call right there. It's a nice try by Loyola's offense, but unluckily goes out of bounds for them for a Calvert Hall goal kick. Nice interception by Bobby Wells.
The infamous bananas chant from the hall. Approaching the 10-minute mark. Already had a goal here, 1-0 Hall. Since the goal, we haven't seen much of what I would call good soccer. Hopefully both the Hall and Loyola can bring the ball down, a lot of which has been played in the air.
You're seeing it all over the place. The ball's just staying in the air. People's got to try to settle the ball and take advantage of the possession. Nice touch by Camden Oren.
Absolutely. That's going to go out for, I believe, a corner. Nope, it's going to be a throw.
Yeah, that was a nice try there by Camden Oren. He just couldn't beat the last defender. But of course, he already beat 4 before that. It was a nice play right there. Hopefully, Calvert Hall can get a shot off here. Loyola's got a few extra defenders in the box, though, to cover it.
Great touch there from Bender. Great no allow to turn there from Dom Corona.
John Peterson looking upfield, being covered by Nick Long. And a nice stop by Long.
Great double there. Great double from Kyler Barnard. Nick Long did the initial defending.
Onalaha looks up. It's stolen by Garfink. Nice move there to win the ball back for Calvert Hall.
That's going to stay in bounds. And Barwick, look at him, just making it difficult. Now Calvert Hall's got Loyola in a bad area.
Run here for Onalaha. Benjamin covering.
It's going to be a corner for Loyola. I thought it was maybe tipped off of.
It's going to be the first corner of the day for either team. And of course, it's going to be risky for Calvert Hall. They have to get it upfield. But of course, with Barwick's speed, they have a very good chance of a counterattack as well.
Yeah, two stay back with Barwick from Loyola. Calvert Hall has the upper hand. Defending this corner. Goes to the back post. To no avail. It's actually Vendetta that stayed back. Barwick was the one that actually cleared that upfield.
It's going to be a Loyola throw-in now.
I believe he called a free kick, Dean.
And of course, the corner.
Zincan not pleased. But it's going to be a set piece.
And of course, that corner was even more risky because the ball went right through the box. Luckily, no one for Loyola got a head on it.
Yeah, that just needed one little tick there, Dean, to win. Natton's got to be ready for anything there. Benjamin does well. Shield out of play.
Now about 15 minutes into the game almost, as Calvert Hall gets a throw in. Transit hits it upfield, looking for Alex Reed, but it's going to go out of bounds for another corner.
Yeah, and Loyola was dangerous in set pieces last year, if I remember both games. Calvert Hall giving up a set piece goal. And both posts covered here. Loyola trying to block the keeper, Spencer Nattons.
Almost everybody in the box for both teams.
That's a great service. Two good balls from the corner set pieces. As we approach the 15-minute mark here in the first half, Calvert Hall leads 1-0. If you're just joining us, thank you. Calvert Hall Loyola, first all night long game of the season. And that'll be also the second goal kick, Dean, that we played short and then built from there. Vendetta tries to get through three Loyola defenders. Nothing doing there.
Reed's got a lot of space looking upfield for Peterson.
Yeah, the captain there controlling the middle of the field transition.
Nice play by Nick Benjamin to stay on his feet.
Would have loved to see Nattons come out there. But a great header from Kyler Barnard, and that's going to go to Cam Oren, who's going to wait for support. He's got a big switch coming. He's also got the overlap, plays it. Great ball to the back post. But a little too high there from Vendetta as it's corralled by the Loyola keeper.
Still a great connection right there from Cam and Barnard, because of course that overlap is not very used that much in soccer anymore. It's kind of fallen out, but of course it's still a very strong play.
I agree. I think a strength at Calvert Hall is, after seeing them play about twice now, they build well from the back. They're not playing through the air. They build well from the back. So I like that Spencer Nattons is playing from the back on the goal kicks if it's there. Allows Calvert Hall to get the possession. It allows them to build from the back. This is a giveaway here in a bad area. Bounce goes fortunately for Calvert Hall, and they get away with one there.
Both Alex Reed and Matt Lala had a chance on that ball there. They both judged it differently, and it went away from them.
Great there from the Loyola captain to earn yet their third corner kick. It was defended well.
That was a very risky play from both of them, but it was nice defense from Bobby Wells.
I agree. Ben Bender did well as well. You just have to think if you give up this many set pieces. And Tranchek goes just right out of bounds with it. That's his third one.
So we're going to have a sub here. It looks like Ryan Facetta is going to come on for Sean Barwick. Give him a quick break.
Entering the game for Calvert Hall, junior forward number 21, Ryan Facetta. He replaces Sean Barwick.
The classic red gold chant as well.
Probably my favorite chant out of
Calvert
all
Hall
of them.
faithful in well attended here this evening. That goes high in the air. Calvert Hall wants to be second to this ball. Nick Benjamin comes down to his foot, tries to serve one in. Snuffed out by the Loyola D. That's going to be over at Reed. Bobby Wells comes over.
Nice
Bobby Wells
defense by
does
Orem.
well to recover. Goes to his feet there. Maybe not the smartest play, leaving your feet in the box, Dean. Got lucky, though.
Connected with the ball, which is always a good thing. And, of course, he made time for Dom Corona to get back over there and kick the ball out of bounds.
Yep. Maybe it was the right decision there, but always dangerous. You give up a penalty kick. Loyola will have their fourth corner in 20 minutes. Two have been dangerous.
Again, you can see how crucial penalty kick can be, even like that from if Cam Warren gave it up. After that amazing save from Spencer
Unbelievable save
Nattens.
there.
It's going to be another corner, but that's a great save right there.
Yeah, that was curl. I mean, he has played nothing but good balls into the attacking 6-yard box, and Spencer Nattens really did well there. But they're going to get another one. Their fifth. You can tell Loyola works really hard at set pieces. Went right to Spencer Nattens there. He's going to hope that everybody gets up, but no, he's going to distribute it to the wingman, Nick Long. Facetta brings it down. Plays it out wide for Cam Warren, who had a poor touch there, but he got away with it. It's a drop to Nick Benjamin. Benjamin plays Bender. Bender will come back. Goes to Cam, who gives it to Nick. Comes back down to Cam's left foot, who will play it back all the way to Bobby Wells.
A smart move right there to keep possession for Calvert Hall.
Bobby Wells plays the left corner. I like that play there. I think Wells wants to be quicker on the ball there. Panicked a little bit, but still played a nice ball to the left corner. And Calvert Hall wins yet another throw in the attacking third.
Nice crossing there for Calvert Hall, but headed away.
Always dangerous going up with the opposing keeper. Always card possibilities coming out, but went straight up there, Facetta. Made it difficult for the Loyola keeper. And again, Calvert Hall winning balls in the attacking third by just out-hustling Loyola at the moment. Plays it to Cam, a great ball. Well, Calvert Hall has numbers if they want to use it. Barnard stays on side, plays a difficult ball in. Didn't square his body up, but it was tipped and will go out for a corner for the Hall. Loyola coach not pleased. But Calvert Hall will earn their first corner of the game. And if you remember, Dean, Calvert Hall didn't have the great corner kick set pieces in the first home game. Jake Saudak took a couple, but Jake obviously remains on the bench. And we'll look for an injury update from our Sign Live reporter, Brady Organ.
Cross comes in, but it's a short, and it's going to be kicked out by Loyola. Now Loyola's looking for a counterattack, but Nick Long will clear it out.
Onsides there, Facetta. Goalkeeper for Loyola will distribute from the back.
Two players warming up on the sidelines for Calvert Hall. It seems to be Jacob Brandt and Trevor Zankian warming up on the sidelines, getting ready to come in. Biggie Ruzzi will take the throw in for Loyola.
Being told from the sideline reporter, Brady Organt, Communications Club member, that Jake Sodak has ice on his knee and is doubtful to return in this first half. Will be looked at by the trainer at halftime.
Hopefully he will return later today, or at least be healthy enough for at least the next game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. And Loyola earns their 6th corner of the half. 25-minute mark coming. Two subs wait on the sideline for the Hall. Trevor Zinkand and Jacob Brandt both got time. Dangerous ball here. Loyola knocking on the door for the Hall.
Again, ever since the goal in the 6th minute of the game, Loyola's been pressing really hard offensively. Of course, Calvert Hall's gotten their chances as well, but I mean, 6 corner kicks is getting pretty close right now.
Yeah, you have to figure one of these corners is going to be a goal. They are unbelievable on set pieces. Calvert Hall awarded a free kick there. Defender was all over him. Cam Oren demands the ball in the middle of the field. Cam Oren's another guy. Played last year, a lot of time, a lot of experience on that championship team. He played Nick Benjamin. Benjamin tried to play Vendetta.
Checking into the game for Calvert Hall, senior midfielder number 19, Trevor Zinkane, and junior midfielder number 20, Jacob Brandt. Checking in for the Dons, sophomore number 9, Chase Loyola. And freshman number 25, Dominic Caltabiano.
Loyola coach begging for a free kick there. Thought his man was bombarded. Nonetheless, Calvert Hall trying to maybe get back in possession in the attacking third. They've done a lot of defending after scoring the first opening goal in the first 6 minutes. And the Dons look to build from the back. 25 stopped his run. Weren't on the same page, and it's a goal kick for the Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, a white iPhone has been turned into the press box. If you have lost your iPhone, please come to the press box.
We'll see how long Barwick stays on the sideline. Facetta playing the forward position. Dons have it here. Dangerous position. Hall does well. Service comes to the foot of number 9, who puts it in. The substitute, Chase Llewellyn, with the equalizer.
With 12:46 left to go in the first half. Loyola goal is scored by number 9, Chase Llewellyn.
And just like that, Barwick comes back on for a faceta.
Returning for the Hall, number 11, Sean Barwick. He replaces Ryan Facetta.
Calvert Hall gets caught there, trying to build. Bender goes down immediately. Zincan having to defend.
Nice move there by Trevor Zinkant.
Great 1-2 there, absolutely, Dean. Gets it to Barwick. That goes out of bounds. It's a corner, but the Loyola keeper. Loyola coming with hard tackles. Pretty good shot there.
The goal by Llewellyn is the first goal Calvert Hall's given up so far all season, which is unlucky, but of course, still 1-1 game. Still got to work hard and hopefully find another goal.
I'd have to agree with you. I just think Calvert Hall got a little displaced. An official's timeout to reset the clock.
The game continues as it's going to be a Calvert Hall free kick.
Checking in for Calvert Hall, the senior midfielder, number 29, Owen Carroll. He replaces Ken Oren.
We got ourselves a 1-1 ball game. 10:17 left to go in the first half. We had an official's timeout to reset the game clock. Don't see that all too often in soccer. But now that everybody's on the same page, Loyola has controlled this half, I would say, overall. Calvert Hall controlled the first 6 minutes, got the opening goal. And ever since the 10-minute mark, Calvert Hall's really laid back, played a little bit more defensively. 2 substitutions for the Hall. Referee wants the substitutions to come on.
Looks like Camden Oren's back on.
And Kyler Barnard, I believe.
Returning for the Hall, Cam Warren and Kyler Barnard. They replace Ned Long and James Garfing.
Oh, and Carroll tries to win the header there.
Again, going back to what you're saying, you're right. After about 10 minutes, Loyola started taking over, but Calvert Hall tried to play a defensive game, and it looked like they were giving up a little too much, which led to the goal.
I agree. I think they've lost the midfield too. I will say that. They were winning the midfield battle in the first 6 minutes. I think the Jake Saudak injury definitely playing a role,
along with Barwick's sub as well.
Absolutely. But I think Facetta came on and gave good minutes. I really do. I just think Loyola really kind of settled in. It looked like they were hit punch in the face there in the first 6 minutes by the Hall. They got the quick early goal, kind of woke Loyola up, and they've been challenging almost every ball.
It gave them a little bit more of a spark.
Absolutely. Calvert Hall's played a good soccer game thus far. They've just gotten a little complacent. They've given the ball away in some bad areas, but they've defended the 6 corners and the 5 shots pretty well. Loyola's got 5 shots on goal. They've only got 1 goal to show for it. Calvert Hall has 2, and they've got a goal. So, 8 minutes left.
Calvert Hall still has about 5-6 men in the box compared to Loyola's 3.
Stab there from Zincan. Allowed the defender to get by. Benjamin calls him off and plays it upfield to hopefully Barwick. Bender challenges there. Barnard faces up. Carroll defends. Well done. Trips over his own man. And Kyler Barnard does not allow the cross to get in, but will award Loyola their 7th corner of the half. You have to think, like we said, Dean, they're going to get one on a corner kick. They haven't yet, but hopefully Calvert Hall can defend the corner kick well here. They do. Comes out to number 14 for the Dons, who plays it back to the wing. Calvert Hall not stepping up there. And that's going to be a foul.
That's a close call. They're going to give Calvert Hall a free kick.
I agree, though, with that call. It's like he stepped on his foot, Bobby Wells. Bobby Wells was in great position. Yeah, I don't know, Dean. I don't know what you're thinking, but just right now watching Calvert Hall, they look a little flat. They just look a touch flat in this second half. Ideally they want to just kind of get into the halftime locker room at a 1-1 tie, see if they can kind of regroup and get back out here for the second half for the home faithful to see a win. I want to see something build towards the end of the half. Wouldn't you agree? Loyola defender goes to his...
The cross is going to miss Catalbiano, and it's going to go up for a Calvert Hall throw. Looks like there's going to be subs for both teams. Looks like Mabia Abaid is going to come in for Calvert Hall, along with, I believe, Vendetta will come back on.
Checking in for Calvert Hall, the senior midfielder, number 16, Mabia Abaid. And returning for the Hall, the senior midfielder, number 8, Joe Vendetta. Checking back in for the Loyola Dons, number 8, the junior, Ben Gallagher.
Five minutes to go left back in the first half.
I thought there was a poor call there, Dean. I think Calvert Hall got away with one. Bender got caught on the sideline, double teamed, thought he nicked it out of bounds, but the referee awards a Calvert Hall throw. Owen Carroll caught in the middle, gives it back to Benjamin. And Barwick gets absolutely manhandled. And how in the world can that be a Loyola free kick? Barwick was in position, and the Loyola defender comes over the back and is awarded the free kick. Coach Zincan not at all pleased with that call. Nonetheless, Calvert Hall's got to drop back and defend the set piece from the 45-yard line of the Loyola Dons.
Nice
Headed
kick
into a
by Massimo
dangerous area.
Transrit.
If I'm Benjamin, I allow that to go out of bounds, no? Great hustle from Barwick there. Didn't allow 14 to get off a service. Substitution for the Dons.
Looks like Onalaha's going to come back on.
Returning for the Dons, number 3, senior Seth Analaha, and junior number 19, John Peterson.
Calvert Hall's got to defend here.
Alex Reed looking for a shot.
Hits the post. And that goes by Spencer Nattens, who tried to make the initial save. And another substitution goal. He was fresh off the bench there, Dean, right? Llewellyn had the first one off the bench chase. And Ben Gallagher checks back into the game and scores with a 3:38 mark.
With 3:38 left to go in the first half, Loyola Don's goal is scored by number 8, Ben Gallagher.
And again, Dean, like we talked about, flat at the start, flat to kind of end this half. Tough that they had to give one up there, but that ball was perfectly placed to the captain Abid, who put it in. Calvert Hall, Loyola's got themselves a transition opportunity here. Cam Oren flying into the box, trying to get up in support. Abid takes it to the box, puts it right at the keeper. An unbelievable take there. Great build, just to no avail. Calvert Hall beating the transition game, I would say. They just haven't had many of them at the end of this half.
Of course, it's a hard decision right there whether to cross it or to shoot it. It's a hard angle to shoot at, but the cross has so many defenders in the middle.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, he didn't have that many in support. Barnard was in the middle there. But, you know, maybe a little, hoping for a rebound, something a little nick in. Bender also struggling.
Looks like Garfink's going to come back on for Bender here with 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half.
Sophomore midfielder, the returning James Garfink. He replaces Ben Bender.
2:14 left to go.
Alex Reed looking for something upfield. To be kicked away by Dom Corona.
2-minute mark. Nattens is off his line.
And it looks like Cole Hendricks, number 6, is going to go down for Loyola. He'll get checked out. Looks like Hendricks will come off the field, and play will restart with a Nattens free kick.
Yeah, I mean, Calvert Hall was building there. I think they got to go. I think Loyola's got to kick that all the way back, but nonetheless, Benjamin's going to allow that to run out for a goal kick, and hopefully Calvert Hall can get in the half at most trailing by 1.
So
maybe find a late half equalizer.
No matter what, we have to stay strong and stay defensive. We can't let them get another goal off here. We've got to be able to hold them
Cannot
back.
Go down 3-1. Short goal kick here. Bobby Wells just has to go out of play here with this. He elects to do so. Owen Carroll saves it. Carroll plays Garfink. Comes back to Carroll. who will try to play the corner. And it goes deep out of bounds. Allows some clock to come off. 50 seconds remain here in the first half. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. Perfect weather for the classic rivalry, late storied rivalry, Calvert Hall, Loyola. Don's lead, 2-1. See if Calvert Hall can get a late half equalizer. Cam Oren gives it away in a bad area.
Nice stop there by Corona, as there are only about 20 seconds left in the first half. So this corner kick might be the last play Loyola gets before halftime.
Hoping they won't get it off here, but it looks like they will. 16 on the clock. And then here comes the countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
He crosses long, and that will end the half right there. Loyola leads Calvert Hall 2-1 off of Ben Gallagher and Chase Lewin's goals against Sean Barwick's goal in the 6th minute. So again, a great start to the first half right there for Calvert Hall. But after about the first quarter of the game, it kind of slowed down for them as they tried to play defensively. But Loyola counterattacked and got 2 goals off them in the last 15 minutes. So what do you think of the half right there, Mr. Clark?
You know, I think the half, Calvert Hall came out strong. You know, they did what they needed to do. They needed to strike first, but Loyola stayed in it. You know, you have to give Loyola credit. They stayed in the half. They really kind of caught Calvert Hall really on their heels. And they played the better half, I'd say, both possession-wise, both kind of first touch. They had a lot more set pieces. 8 corner kicks in the first half, 5 shots on goal. They got 2 goals to show for it. Calvert Hall only getting into the attacking third after they scored that goal in the first 6 minutes. Only a couple of times there. Definitely something you want to build on in the second half, come out strong, maybe get an equalizer right off the bat. But you got to credit Loyola. Have to credit Loyola in that first half.
I agree. Something I really want to see from Calvert Hall here in the second half is a little bit more possession play. You can see, again, throughout the entire half from both teams, honestly, balls are just getting kicked in the air everywhere. No one's settling, taking their time and looking for the best pass, whether it's a drop back or a switch the field. You have to be able to find those moments, and you have to be able to take the time to actually find them in the right spot instead of just heading it one way or kicking it towards this corner flag.
Totally with you. I do think Loyola did a nice job of possessing the soccer ball. I think Calvert Hall's got to do that. They did that in the first 6 minutes. They built from the back. I loved the decision from Spencer Nattens to play that goal kick short, build from the back. That's how Calvert Hall got their goal. They get back to that. And I think they end up equalizing.
Of course, they did do a very good job of defending those set pieces. They had a lot of them against them. The only one they really got off was the free kick with 5 minutes here. They had the advantage to come downfield and get a goal off. But again, 8 corner kicks, about 5 or 6 free kicks. Yeah, they still defended well. Spencer Nattens did very well defending those kicks.
You don't see 8 corner kicks in a game, let alone one half. So Calvert Hall's got to do a little bit better job. They did well, like you said, defending them. But you don't want to have to be defending 16 corner kicks in a game. You know at least one of them, if not 2, are going to go in. We'll step away, though, here at the half. We'll be back. Thanks for joining us. 2-1, Loyola leads.
Welcome back, everyone, for the second half of tonight's game. Of course, Loyola still leads Calvert Hall 2-1 as we get underway. If you're just joining us, I'm Dean Saracini here with Mr. Michael Clark, who are bringing you today's game.
Yeah, it's going to be crucial these first 5 minutes for the Hall. How they come out is going to be crucial. Bender got tripped up by the referee. He's not pleased. Wells getting tripped up as well. Thought you couldn't play on the ground, but the official calls a foul on Bobby Wells. It's going to go to Loyola.
They're going to give Loyola another corner. It is their first of the second half and now 9th of the game. Another crossing from Loyola, but it's headed out by Calvert Hall. Onalaha is going to possess it. It's going to go out for a Calvert Hall goal kick now. 2 minutes in the second half. Loyola seems to be trying to pin Calvert Hall in their own end.
Oh, my God, this referee. Poor touch there from Loyola. That's a Calvert Hall throw. Zinkhand starts. Sorry, Bender. Another storyline here. Jake Sawdak on the bench to begin the second half. Probably got checked out at halftime. See if Calvert Hall control the midfield, losing a big piece there in Jake Sawdak. Does a nice job controlling the ball, distributing, switching field. Did so in the first 6 minutes, which allowed Calvert Hall to get an early goal. Here's a service. Loyola on the end of it. Cam Oren got away with one there. I thought that was a penalty. Calvert Hall going to the ground. Bandetta has it up the sideline, waiting for support, and gives it away. Big ball there from the Loyola defenseman. Tranchette. Calvert Hall trying real hard to build from the back. Snuffed out each time by Loyola.
Again, still, Loyola's holding very good possession in our end right now in the first 5 minutes. We guys have to see how long we can hold them off of shots.
Yeah, they got already a corner. in the first 6 minutes. 5 shots on goal. They've converted 2 of them. Calvert Hall just 3 shots. They've converted 1. The early goal. Loyola with 2 unanswered. It's going to be over Schranstedt. Barwick trying to win the ball, give a spark to this offense. As the ball goes to Vendetta down the sideline, he has it. An early service comes to the foot of Loyola. Comes out to Benjamin. Benjamin to Garfink. Garfink will go backward, play to Bobby Wells. Wells tries to play Cam Oren with the flick on, to no avail.
Nice possession holding by Calvert Hall right there.
Great job by Barwick. He puts in a ball, and that just goes over.
Well, it looks like there was some sort of collision between Barwick and Transrit. They're both on the ground, but Transrit's just gotten back up.
Looked like Barwick just kind of overstretched himself. Might be a hamstring injury. He's got his right leg limping. It looks like a hammy.
It's another bad sign for Calvert Hall right there. Losing their
Coach
2 strongest
Zincan.
players on the field.
Coach Zincan already gets Facetta up on his feet. And Barwick does. He looks hurt. Bender has it. See if Barwick can run it off here. Barnard in pursuit. Over Vendetta. Kicks it out of bounds for a Loyola throw.
Nice stop there by Nick Long to stop Loyola's shot.
Great touch there from Benjamin. Gets it to Bender, and now looking to get it up to Barwick, who is in pursuit. Seems to have run off whatever injury. .50-50 balls. Right now being won by Loyola. See if Calvert Hall can possess here. Start something from the back. Should come all the way to Barnard. He's wide open here on this left side of the field. See if anybody sees him.
Grona tries to get it to him, but it's cleared away by Biggie Ruzzi. Looks like it's going to go out for a Calvert Hall throw.
Nick Long not happy with the official on the left side. Benjamin, a great first touch. He plays Barnard wide. Cam Oren heading to the corner. Barnard plays him. Nice switch of field there from Cam. Comes down to the foot of Barwick. Ball has been in the air, it seems, more than it's been on the ground. Benjamin eludes one. That's got to be a slide tackle. Referee wanted to call it, ran to the spot, and then took the whistle out of his mouth. Both Coach Fulton and Zincan not pleased, as I did too as well believe that Benjamin got tackled from behind. Calvert Hall doing a lot of possession here in the second half, in these first 10 minutes. Good sign. Can they put 40 minutes of it together? High pressure as well. They go all the way back to the keeper.
Say more important, can we get 3 passes to get a shot off together?
Yeah, Calvert Hall's got to put shots on net. Nick Long and Kyler Barnard go. Yeah, that service can't be had there. 2 on the ball there, and the Loyola offender able to get what could have been a dangerous ball into the box. Barnard goes yet again to double. Long goes to the ground. Dangerous ball here. And another goal for Loyola, scored by number 3, Seth Analaha. You knew he had to get one. He's been serving the ball in. And Loyola leads 3-1.
With 29:13 left to go in the second half. Loyola Don's goal, scored by the senior number 3, Seth Analaha. Loyola leads 3-1.
So Blakefield scores an insurance goal. Barwick forced that poor pass with his hustle. Hamstring looks okay as he was full speed. Coach Zinkan talking to Coach Little probably about that slide tackle that could have been called for a penalty kick. And right there, it's a 2-goal swing. What could have been a goal for the Hall turns into a goal for Loyola. As Calvert Hall looks to build from the back. Barwick holds. Tries to play Vendetta. He does. Vendetta gets one into the box. Nobody there. Comes all the way out to Barwick, who has it in the left corner. Barwick tries to get a service in. He does. A dangerous ball. Unbelievable header there from Joey Vendetta.
Again, a great service from Kyler Barnard.
Kyler Barnard. It was over the head of Sean Barwick. Excuse me. Thought he was the one with the service. Similar color cleats, Dean, from up here. And that would have been an unbelievable answer from the Hall to make it 3-2. Nick Long coming up here in pursuit. Gets it to Barnard on the wing.
Okay, we got to connect with some more of these cross passes. We've got to be able to keep possession of the ball if we're going to get more shots off.
Yeah, and they've played well this second half as it pertains to the possession game. Calvert Hall's brought the ball down quite a bit. Kind of bunching in that area. They're winning the midfield and the 50-50s to start this second half. As Seth Analaha gets a weird spinning ball. It goes all the way up to Barwick. And let's see if they can get numbers here. Tackled from behind. That's going to be a free kick. Might be a card. We're not sure. Referee goes over to check Barwick, who is down yet again.
But again, this is going to be a very physical game, as you can see from both a lot of the fouls in the first half. But, I mean, even now it's 2 injuries to 2 big Calvert Hall players, one of which hasn't returned. Sooner or later, the cards are going to start coming out.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't a card there. It was from behind. Barwick was already taken out down the right side, which was called. So, referee elects to keep the cards in his pocket.
I think I want to see if this game could probably go farther with that. It's just
Calvert
the
Hall
problem.
plays this short. Benjamin looking to get a dangerous ball off. I believe it was not deflected. And it will be a goal kick for the Dons.
It looks like we're going to have 2 Loyola subs right now.
25 and 9. Chase Llewellyn will return. And Dominic Caltabiano.
Returning for the Dons, number 25, Dominic Caltabiano. And number 9, Chase Llewellyn.
Just getting an update from the football score. 15-7, football is down. They're playing the number 5 team in the state. So number 11 goes to the ground.
Again now, 25.5 minutes left in the second half. Loyola still leads Calvert Hall 3-1 after the goal earlier from Seth Onolaha.
Yeah, I think Calvert Hall came out of this half really, really strong. They were building, they had possession, they were in the attacking third. They've kind of stepped off the gas here. Ball's been in the air, not played on the ground. See if Calvert Hall can kind of collect themselves, really get the ball up to Barwick, allow them to hold.
And I agree, if Barwick and Vendetta up front can connect, I feel they can get a goal like they got earlier.
Yeah, I mean, and that ball can't get through there. Tyler Barnard will just go out of play with it. We're reaching the 15-minute mark here in half number 2. Loyola up on the Hall 3-1. 2 goals in the first half, 1 goal here in the second. And it's going to be brought down. Here comes a shot. Going to go out of play for a substitution. Facetta's going to come in for Barwick. And Matt Lala will return.
Returning for the Dons, junior number 14, Matt Lala. And in for the Hall, number 21, Ryan Facetta. He replaces Sean Barwick.
Calvert Hall looking to get up. Got Facetta over the top if he can get there. He does. But it deflects to the keeper. Calvert Hall's got to build. 4-1's not going to do them any more harm than 3-1. They've got to get numbers up. They've got to try and push the envelope here. Try and get a goal back to allow themselves to have one. As the official calls a foul on Bender. Not pleased with the call. Then again, I don't know when anybody is pleased with a call in any sport. But I've never seen anybody say good call, ref, when it's been called on them. Benjamin to that header. Haven't gotten the official attendance numbers this evening, but it's got to be upwards of 2,000, 3,000, would you say, Dean?
They have a very
Fans
big
are
amount because
still-
of the whole night long tonight, of course.
Yeah, the whole night
A lot
long.
of girls from all high schools over around the area, and of course a lot of Calvert Hall and Loyola students.
Yep. Got some overflow seating in the Hall end zone. Got to be upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 people here at the stadium. Then again, the record was set by the Reef Cup last year.
Which hopefully we can get that crowd again for the Reef Cup this year, right?
Yeah, if the Hall's competing in soccer, of course they can get there. Bender keeps there, tries to play one over the top. Calvert Hall's away. And wow, what a save. What a save by the Loyola keeper.
That was a very big chance for Calvert Hall right there. But they had a very easy decision. If one of them could call off the ball,
Well, to
they
be
one
honest
of them
with
moves to the
I
side.
mean, Dean, I thought Facetta was actually offsides, so he didn't want to go for the ball. He ended up making a move toward the ball. The official's flag did not go up. And then again,
It was a hard decision to make right there anyway.
yeah, I agree. Bobby Wells did well there not to fall for the dummy. Garfink working hard. They double. Cam Oren threw a little push there. Referee did not see it, but you bet if he did, it would have been a card. Want to see Loyola, want to see the Hall keep their poise. Could have had their second goal there. They know they can get a goal. They just got to keep building from the back controlling the midfield. They've done well this half. Got to defend this set piece. It's going to go right to Nattens, who corrals it. Try to get Calvert Hall forward. Love to see a punt here from Nattens. Deep one. Try to get Calvert Hall in the attacking third. It's going to be over Vendetta. He's going to get on the move. Facetta as well. Tries to win the header. Keeps it in bounds. Plays it back to Benjamin. Benjamin to Vendetta.
Yeah, we're about halfway through the second half, with about 20 minutes left to go for Calvert Hall. Still down 3-1 to Loyola.
This is where I want to see Camden Oren kind of control the midfield. Jake out. Other guys, young guys in there. Cam's got probably the most experience in the midfield. Has multiple substitutions coming on for the Hall.
I see, I believe, Trey Stallings, Mabi Abeid, and I believe Trevor Zinkan on the side. Or Bender. It's hard to see. Cross comes in for Calvert Hall, but it's cleared away by the defenders for Loyola.
I mean, Calvert Hall needs a spark, Hopefully, Coach Zinkan just trying to give some of his guys a breather, a little water. They've done well this half, this is going to be danger. Nattens off the line. It's a great play from Nattens. He was already up, committed to that decision. Could have obviously gone awry. As the captain for Loyola looked to try to get away.
Nice clear by Biggie Ruzzi, but headed back out by Dom Corona.
I mean, you want to see Dom bring that ball down, Dean, right? There's nobody kind of challenging him. Just kind of allow him to bring that ball down. Going to be a Calvert Hall throw. We're going to get another substitution on the next dead ball.
I do see a good sign on the bench over there. Jake Soldick is standing, moving around a little bit. Maybe he'll get back on by the end of the game. I'm not sure.
The knee brace is off, which definitely means he's not returning. Great ball here to Facetta. Bobby Wells making a run here. Let's see if Facetta can connect. What a move from Facetta. That's a handball. Too bad it wasn't in the box, but it's going to be in a dangerous area for the Hall as we approach with 18 minutes left to go here in the second half. Calvert Hall would love to convert here on a set piece.
Looks like Stallings is going to take it.
Yeah, Stallings. If he could play a ball right past the wall on the ground, I mean, I don't know why Loyola's leaving that wide open, but I think if he plays a ball right here on the ground, just nick it in. That went out.
Oh, corner.
That went out. Absolutely. That's a corner kick. And that is an absolutely terrible call, which I'm comfortable saying. The referee did not see the clear nick from the Loyola Don player. It hit Facetta. And then the Loyola Don got to it. It was a great ball.
Corona looks for a man on the side, but it's taken away by the defender.
Nick Long trying to get some extra steps. He does. Garfink in pursuit. Now Corona. Benjamin plays. Going to be a Calvert Hall throw, and a substitution is coming.
Checking in for Loyola senior number 16, Jason Colby.
Returning for the Hall, the junior midfielder, number 15, Cam Warren. He replaces James Garvey.
So now that Cam Warren's got that break, would love to see what he can kind of provide off the bench as he returns. Nick Long trying to get forward up the left side. See if they can swing the ball to him.
Long throw.
Calvert Hall looks to kind of get this ball in a dangerous area, which they do. Maybe to get a foot to it.
About 15 minutes left. Calvert Hall still down 2.
Yeah. I think Calvert Hall kind of running out of time. They got to get one. They would have loved to have gotten one on the multiple chances, that set piece. And also here, but Zinkhand up the sideline. He'll look to serve. He does to the foot of Facetta. Goes all the way through, but Cam Warren is going to get it. He takes it to the left corner. Would love to see him go down the sideline here. Plays it to Nick Long, who's going to have a service. Gets it into the box. Facetta has it. Plays Benjamin. Benjamin tries to play the corner for Zinkhand, but it's going to be too long and out for a goal kick.
Again, it's looking a little better for Calvert Hall right there. They kept the ball in their third because 2 times they dropped the ball back for possession instead of trying to return it to their defender. Cam Warren right here dropped it back.
Number 21, Massimo Schrenschel.
Cam Warren dropped it back to Nick Long here, which gave us another service in, and then Facetta dropped it back to Nick Benjamin. It's a good idea not to try to turn back into the defender and try to dribble by them.
No, like I said, I think possession-wise, Calvert Hall's outplayed Loyola in this second half, but Loyola did get that third goal, and that's made things tough for the Hall.
Clark to Parisi or Freeman. Is there any type of announcement you'd like to be made as we near the end of the game?
I mean, that was just a full extension by the Loyola Don, called by the referee right in front of him.
Parisi, Derek Freeman come in. Is there any type of announcement you would like to be made over the PA as this game comes to a close?
But about 5 minutes left.
All right, I'm going to wait for your cue on that.
About 13 minutes left. Loyola will clear it out to the midfield area. Looks like Calvert Hall has 2 subs ready to come back on. Looks like Barwick and I believe Vendetta. Looks like they will come on for
Returning for the Hall, senior midfielder, number 8, Joe Vandetta. And sophomore forward, number 11, Sean Barwick.
Dangerous transition here. Seth was looking for, but Benjamin was in pursuit. And Barwick has it, looking to get forward. Barwick gives it away in the middle of the field, as Bobby Wells is definitely going to be called for a... Surprise, Dean, no cards have come out. Bobby Wells, I thought, was going to get called for a foul. Then he got tackled from behind.
Of course, you've been seeing the physical play all day from both teams. Both sides have been trying to fight both fairly and unfairly, and just, I think he expects it from them.
That's a great ball. See if anybody can get on the end of it. Calvert
To
Hall
be
was
another goal kick for
hoping for
Loyola.
a corner. Didn't get it.
Returning to the Dons, number 7, Alex Reed, and number 6, Cole Hendricks.
Calvert Hall running out of time, 11-minute mark remaining. If you're just joining us, 3-1 in favor of the Dons. That's going to be a dangerous ball. Intercepted there. Comes out to Bender. Bender looks to kick it forward to Barwick.
Again, you could see there for that kick, there was nobody in between the two players. You have so much space in the middle of the field, but no one's taking taking advantage of the area that they have.
10 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's going to go out for a Loyola throw-in with 10 minutes left in the second half. Loyola still leads 3-1.
The score remains the same, Dean. That the Dons would hand Calvert Hall their first loss of the season.
It'll also be Loyola's first win of the season as they're 0-1 with one loss to Gilman last Friday.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think these two teams fought hard, but I do think that Calvert Hall just a little outplayed in that first half. After they scored the first goal at the 6-minute mark, they kind of just backed off a touch, lost Jake Sawdek to injury, and they just never really have regained the composure that they had in the first 6 minutes of the ball game.
No, I agree. I was saying after the first goal, they started trying to play defensively just to hold the lead. But then after the first goal for Loyola, they began to panic, it looks like. And they haven't been able to recover from it.
And returning for the Hall, junior forward, number 21, Ryan Bissetta.
I'd have to agree with you, Dean. I really do. I think Calvert Hall really has worked hard all night. They've got a couple bad breaks, a couple bad calls here and there. Again, that slide tackle in the box that wasn't called. The referee looked like he was calling it, then he didn't. Led to a Loyola goal. Instead of 2-2, it's 3-1. And, the complexion of the game completely changes.
Derek told me he wanted an announcement made with 5 minutes left in the game. Is that confirmed? All right, so at the 5-minute mark, you want an announcement saying what? That they should move or that they can move?
Again, Calvert Hall trying to get something in Loyola's box, but it gets cleared out. Calvert Hall trying to find something to get upfield and get shots off.
7 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game. And Mark, what would you like the announcement to contain? That just the dance has begun, or that they should start moving? Thank you.
About 6.5 now. Calvert Hall will have a goal kick. About 7 guys trying to head it, but no one makes contact with the ball. And now another Loyola attack up the field. Seth Onalaha taking on Nick Benjamin. And Benjamin wins the ball back as Onalaha goes down.
He's holding his left leg in serious pain. The official stops play, and he is in serious pain down around the 10-yard line of Calvert Hall. Natton's going over to see if he's all right. He's up on his feet, walking off the sidelines with coach. I didn't catch that.
Calvert Hall with a big free kick here.
Yeah, somebody's got to get on. Somebody has to get on the end of this, Dean. If Calvert Hall wants any chance. Good ball served. Benjamin will sprint to it on the right. It's going to be doubled in the corner. Let's see if he can get a throw or a corner out of it. Unfortunately, goes for a throw. See if he plays it quickly. Benjamin's going to try and hoist one into the 18.
Looks like Zinkamp's warming up, getting ready to get back in. It's going to be another goal kick for Loyola. About 5.5 left now.
Poor goal kick there. See if Calvert Hall can.
Camden Oren looks for something to get a shot off, but Loyola's defending very well.
Cam nearly gave it away for a breakaway for Loyola. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here. Played out wide to Nick Long. Nick Long gives it away. And Loyola has numbers.
Nice stop by Nick Benjamin to stop Loyola's attack. And they're going to call a foul on Loyola there, but that was a pretty close play in the box for both teams.
Great ball there.
Now there's another Calvert Hall player down by the stadium side goal box. Can't quite see who it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, those folks who are here for the whole night long can make their way to the entrance gate. You must have a wristband to get into the dance. Please follow the instructions of the ushers. Once again, at this time, those folks who are here for the whole night long can make their way to the entrance gate where you came in this evening. You must have a wristband to get into the dance. Please follow the instructions of the ushers. Thank you.
Is that heard?
Of course, there goes the crowd for the whole night long tonight, the first one of the season. They all get to go to the dance now till 11 o'clock, as this game has about 2 minutes left. Loyola still leads 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, Dean, I think Calvert Hall got some experience this evening. They also got some experience playing new guys and new spots. You know, with the injury to Jake in the midfield, obviously playing a big role tonight. You could tell when his presence is off the field. I mean, it was immediate, you know. He was on the field for the first 6 minutes, first 10 minutes, really. Calvert Hall not only scored a goal, they possessed well. Jake went off in the middle of the midfield, kind of wasn't the same. Don't want to say it wasn't good, but it wasn't the same. So hopefully that injury to Jake is not something that will keep him out for a long time. But if it is, you know, Calvert Hall is going to have to figure out, you know, who's going to play there. Maybe Cam Oren.
Garfink.
You know, Garfink. You know, but Garfink plays real well up top. But nonetheless, you know, again, well-fought game.
No.
Well-fought game.
Again, I agree with you, but also, even at times, I felt we were even more lacking when we took some of the starters off the field, like Barnard or Barwick. The guys who came on, like Facetta, they've done well. It's just, it's been hard to connect since we take them off.
Yeah, I agree. Again, like I said, it's not like Calvert Hall played poorly.
They've played a good game. It just hasn't been enough against this team who's gotten a couple lucky breaks and a couple goals. About 45 seconds now. There's going to be a free kick for Loyola.
The defender exchanging words. Referee coming over. Just looking to get through these 30 seconds.
Looks like all the Loyola fans are getting ready to go on the field. It's going to be a throw for Loyola, and they're probably going to take most of the rest of the time. So it looks like Calvert Hall will fall to 2-1 on the year as Loyola moves up to 1-1.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it looks like that will be the game. Loyola will defeat Calvert Hall 3-1 at the first whole night long of the season.
And some Calvert Hall guys got stuck in that rushing of the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final score this evening is Loyola 3, Calvert Hall 1. Thank you for your attendance at tonight's game and all season long. As you leave the stadium tonight, please check around your area to make sure you have all of your personal belongings. Once again, thank you for your support of Calvert Hall Athletics. And please, drive home safely.
Calvert Hall did have a good game against Loyola. Thank you, Mr. Clark, for joining us.
Absolutely, Dean. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure when I get to work with you, work with Alec, and when I get to work with Miss Werner on a Friday night Snapchat. You always love it. Love to see it. Dean, we'll get together again soon.
Yeah, I believe we'll be here next Friday.
Next Friday night. Can't wait for it.
It'll be a doubleheader, 4 o'clock for soccer, 7 o'clock for football.
I'll be for both.
Yep. Next Friday we will have 2 home games. 4 o'clock Calvert Hall Varsity Soccer will play, and 7 o'clock Calvert Hall Varsity Football will play. It'll be a nice doubleheader. Come out and join us, hopefully. Well, thank you for joining us. Loyola defeats Calvert Hall 3-1. They fall to 2-1 on the season. We'll hopefully see you next time. I'm Dean Saracini. Have a good night.